What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about AMC, GME as well as the broader market. So today AMC was down for 5.47% for the day. It had a high of $13.53. The average volume on AMC is around 52.38 million, but today's volume was quite a bit low as compared to the average volume. It was around 32.30 million. As we had a pretty bad day today just because of the job numbers that came out, which were not in the favors of the overall broader market. AMC and GME definitely took a hit today. Now, when we come over to the GameStop, it was down for 7.03% for the day. It had a high of $139.90. The average volume on GameStop is around 5.17 million, but today's volume was around 3.28 million. The volume was still okay as compared to what the kind of volume that actually comes in GameStop, but still, we had a pretty down day. And we can't do much regarding AMC and GME until unless there is some sort of upward momentum coming into the overall broader market. Now let's come over to the SPY. The SPY was down for 2.38% for the day. It had a pretty downward trends throughout the day, and it was a big sell-off that happened today because it had a high of $411.71, and after that it just kept going down just after the news that came out that the job numbers hasn't come in the favor. Now, as we already know that the first quarter GDP declined 1.5% worse than thought, jobless claim edged lower. So now it's clearly mentioned in this article over here. Initial jobless claim total 210,000, a decline of 8,000 from previous week. So they are doing it on a weekly basis, which could fluctuate quite a bit, a little bit, but still it sent a negative sentiment towards the overall broader market that we might go into recession. But there are a lot of companies which are still hiring. The economy is still very strong, but we could be in a significant downtrend from here onwards. Now we're gonna get the next GDP number on the June 29th, which will officially give an indication towards a recession. Now, when we have a look over the VIX, it was up for 8.89% for the day. So that's a pretty big move that came in VIX today. But I'm still not certain about anything can happen. I personally believe we might experience an upward momentum coming into the SPY, because by looking at the options flow which came in after market, it seems to be a little bit suspicious. A lot of individuals are betting that the SPY is going to go up from here onwards. Now let's come over to the options flow for the AMC. Have increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now today these whales were buying put option and they are buying leap option, and most of them were the $90 put option. They are giving themselves quite a bit of time for themselves. These are over 500 days, and they are all betting that the AMC is going to keep going down from here onwards. Now when I decrease the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, majority of them are again on to the downside, but there was still some sort of a call buying that is happening on AMC. Right now these call bets are completely a gamble because you never know, we might experience a upward momentum coming into the overall broader market, which can push the AMC to the upside. But right now it doesn't seems to be like anything is coming in the favor of the overall broader market. Tomorrow the CPI number could be really bad or it could be just normal, and it's up to the market maker to decide what they want to do and how they want to play this out. They might take the market up a little bit. What we are experiencing right now, according to the current situation, we might keep going down because nothing is coming in the favor of the overall broader market. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the AMC. Now let's come over to the options flow for the GameStop. I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now there was a mix sort of a sentiment today coming out of the GameStop. These were two weekly options these individuals are buying, and they're bidding 3.41 million and 3.94 million and expecting an upward momentum coming into the GameStop. And the other two were these put options. They are buying enough time for themselves for their trade to come into their favor, though it was not majorly suspicious. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, now majority of them are again onto the downside. Now the option flow for the GameStop has completely flipped. Now the individuals are having a very bearish sentiment towards the GameStop, but still there is a quite a bit of call buying that is happening at the GameStop. Like I said, it just depends upon the overall broader market. If we experience upward momentum coming into the market from tomorrow onwards, then definitely GameStop is going to do very well along with it. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the GameStop options flow. Now let's come over to the option flow for the SPY. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now this big whale, he's trying to play and strangle. He's buying a put option as well as call option, and he's betting a quite a bit huge amount of money. This was this $35.5 million put option that this individual is buying 14,000 contracts, And there was again this 14,000 contract, $19.1 million to the upside. That's a $420 call option. Now he's just betting towards the both side because we might have a pretty significant move coming in from tomorrow onwards to the upside or to the downside, and we never know how this is going to play out because the market maker can play both the sides, so you have to be very careful with that. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious. When I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, majority of them are onto the downside. But the most promising thing that was coming at the market close, there was this individual buying these call options. They're spending a huge amount of money and there is a very short expiration on them. This is $3.22 million. Majority of them were onto the downside. The heavy contract, the big money is onto the downside, but there were some trade which were extremely suspicious coming at the market close. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit more further to see what's happening, again majority of them are onto the downside. Now this was the options flow that I was looking at, which came in right at the market close of the SPY. Now SPY gets additional 15 minutes to trade in the options. Now these 35 days, 409, 411, $410 call option came in after the market close, which indicates these individuals might have some sort of information on them towards the upside of the SPY for tomorrow. For that, we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. But these bets that came in right at the market close were a little bit suspicious. For these plays to be playing out, we just have to wait for tomorrow and see how this is going to play out. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.